Welcome back to the unit on fractions and decimals. Today's lesson is about division using the partial quotients method and long division. You will use the partial quotient method to find the quotient of two numbers, and you will also find the quotient using just regular long division. So let's start with the partial quotient method here, and we are dividing 372 by 3. And you can see we have some models here with hundreds, tens and ones. And we have three groups of 124. So I'm expecting an answer of 124 here. So let's set it up using partial quotients. So I have 3 into 372. So 3 times 100 is 300, so I'll have 100. So subtract off 300 and I get 72. And 3 times 20 I think would work next. And I would subtract 3 times 20, which is 60, from 72, and I'm left with 12. And I know that 3 times 4 is 12, so that works out really well there. So using the partial quotients method, I get my 3 partial quotients here, add them together to get the total. I get 124, which is what I saw here, 124. So let's divide 657 by 3 using partial quotients first and then long division. So 657, I leave some room above and below. So 3 times 200 would give me 600. So that leaves me with 57. I'd like to say 3 times 20 is 60, but that's too much. So I'm going to say 3 times 10 is 30. And that's going to leave me with 27. And 3 times 9 is 27. So these are my partial quotients here. And when I add them together, I get 219. And if I was to do it with regular long division, let me do that over here in green. So 3 times 2 is 6. And then I'll bring down the 5. And 3 into 5 goes once. I get 2. Bring down the 7. And 3 times 9 is 27. So I get the same answer both ways. So here we have long division, and here we have partial quotients. Let's do one more. So let's do 695 divided by 9. So 9 into 695. And I can't say 9 times 100. That would be too much. So I'm going to say 9 times 50. 9 times 50 is 450. And when I subtract 450 from 695, I get 245. And I can take it very slowly, one step at a time. I can do 10. 9 times 10 is 90, which gives me 155. So I could take off another 90, so 9 times 10 is 90 again, which leaves me with 65. And 9 times 7 is 63, leaving me with 2, and I can't divide 2 by 9 and get a whole number, so I'm going to have a remainder of 2. And I add up all of my partial quotients and I get 50, 60, 77. So my answer is 77, remainder 2. Now let's do the same problem with long division. So I have and I can't divide 6 by 9, but I can divide 69. So 9 times 7 is 63. And I can bring down the 5. And 9 times 7 is 63 again. And I have 2. And I can't divide 2 by 9 and get a whole number. So again, I'm getting 77, remainder 2. So the partial quotient is helpful for decomposing long division calculations into numbers that are easier to work with, just taking it one step at a time with friendly numbers. Long division is another way to show the steps. It finds the quotient one digit at a time from left to right. So today you saw how to use the partial quotients method to find a quotient of 2 numbers and how to use long division to find a quotient of 2 numbers. And that's the end of today's lesson.